What's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if this is the first time you're watching any of my videos, I hope you consider subscribing and sticking around just to see what we get up to. So for today's video, I'm going to be making over our very tiny, minute, minuscule entryway. So this isn't really even, honestly, I don't even think we have an entryway, but I kind of just turned the wall right behind the door into just like a quick little dumping ground. We do not use the front door. We always come in through the garage, so I have a whole like entryway system there. Like we have our shoes there, our keys, purses, you know, what have you. But the entryway, front door entryway, is really mostly for when people come over. And even then, really only our family's coming over and they come in through the garage sometimes. So this is just for those times when we're having multiple people come over and we're using the front door, just in and out. And as you can see, the door was black, which I don't mind it. And then the little shoe rack next to it is also black. And then I have this piece of wood with hooks on it that is also black. So it was just too much black and white. There's not enough, well, obviously there is contrast, but there's not enough flow. Like it's very just stark. It's black, white. I want to add a little bit more texture. I want it to look a little bit more intentional. And to be honest, the hook rack thing, nobody uses it, okay? The only time it's been used, I think, was once by my sister. And that's because I kind of told her, hey, hang your stuff up there, and that was during Christmas, okay? So I think I'm gonna take it down because nobody uses it. And then I am gonna keep the shoe rack, or the shoe, yeah, it is a shoe rack. I got this one from IKEA. I'm gonna keep it black. I don't want to spray paint it. I don't want to change the color, because if I do that, I feel like over time, just the use of it, it's gonna start fading, and then it's gonna create a bigger problem for me in the future, and I'm not trying to do that. So I'm just gonna leave it black. But I did paint the door already in I think it's called Creamy Mushroom by Bear. The way that the door faces is east. So in the morning we get very bright sun, and then as it starts to go over and, you know, go down in the west, we don't have any sun. So it makes that corner extra dark because there's so much black around it. So I'm thinking that by painting the door, I'm gonna make it just a little bit brighter so that it's not so like dark and gloomy. I was playing with the idea of, do I want to add like a picture frame? But then I thought, you know what, I kind of just want to add a mirror. I have lots of mirrors in the house, and now it's not for vanity reasons, it's because it bounces light everywhere. And like I said, the way that the light or the sun travels throughout the house, the front is super bright, and then as the sun is going back, the back is super bright, and then that leaves the front dark. Does that make sense? So it's like vice versa. So I'm thinking if I add a mirror just above the shoe rack area, then maybe that'll bounce some more light and it won't be as dark. And then I'm just gonna see if I can maybe get like a small like little plant or just some kind of greenery on the right side right next to the door. But anyway, right now, since I painted the door last night because I am very impulsive and impatient, and it's something that I've been working on, but I feel like I'm not really getting anywhere. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Ross and see if I can find like an art mirror. I have a round mirror, but it's too small, unfortunately, for the area. And I don't want to do a square mirror because there's already too many just sharp lines in that corner, and I want something that's a little bit more smooth. So if I can find an arch mirror, that will be ideal. Maybe I can find some kind of something wall hanging to go on the right side, but let's go right now. I was a woman on a mission without a vision. I just knew that I needed to get a paint color that was on the lighter side, a beigey, but a warm beigey. And then when I showed up, look at all of these options, okay? It's like choice paralysis. How am I supposed to pick which one? So I just told myself, get one that is a little bit beigey, but a little warm and cool. So then luckily I ended up narrowing it down to 5, and then the 2 on the end were a little bit too warm, so those were immediately no, which is weird because I typically go for those colors. So I was left with the 3 on the inside, and I ended up narrowing it down to 2 more, and that was Even Better Beige and Creamy Mushroom. Which one do you think I ended up going with? I got both, but I only can paint the door with one. This is the entryway to our house. It's honestly, I don't even really think it's an entryway. I think we just kind of I kind of just turned it into an entryway. I thought I would show you really quickly. Also, it's nighttime. Looking at the space, it's just a lot of black and white, which I honestly don't mind. But I mean, look at this. It just looks plain, empty, just blah. As you can see, I have already started painting. Well, not really painting, but I wanted to see the two colors on the door. On the left side, we have creamy mushroom, and then on the right side, we have even better beige. So this one is looking a little bit more like yellow warm, which honestly, that's typically the color that I would go for because I like the warms. But the creamy mushroom side, this side, is giving me that, like, it's not really ready, but can you see how it's warmer while still being neutral? Whereas this one looks more like yellow white. This is exactly the color that I'm going for. And I was a little bit hesitant because it looked a little gray in Home Depot. But here in the house, if you compare it to the white, it's giving me enough warmth, but still like grayish warm, if that makes sense. Now, gray is a color that I typically never go for. But anyway, I think in this area it's gonna work. So I'm gonna paint the door in the creamy mushroom, and then I'm also gonna do the trim in that color. Right now it's nighttime, okay? So I know that I can't go to bed unless I paint this. And it's a smaller surface because it's just a door, so I shouldn't take that long. I always like to use an angled paintbrush because it's just easier to get in any crevices. I love this one from Home Depot. I think it was like $7 because it's super smooth. It paints really well without leaving any streaks, and I can get into every corner. See how easy that was? It's like instant full coat. This is somewhat what I am looking for, except for I wish it were either gold or, I don't know, like in a different color. But I mean, I did say I wanted to hang something on the right side wall, so this is perfect for that. And it does have this little jute cord thing that can be used to hang it up. And then I also found this, but I'm not sure on the color just yet. However, I do like how narrow and slim it is because it'll fit perfectly on the shelf. And then they also have this one, which I really liked because it is quite thin. If you can see, it's wide, but if you turn it to the side, it's slim. And then they also had the black one, but because that corner is so black, we're trying to stay away from all of that, okay? They do have some other options, but they just won't fit on the little ledge. Then I found some candlestick holders. That is super cute, but I was going more for something like this, where it's smooth and round, and it's just a little bit more feminine, and it doesn't have such harsh lines, which again is what I'm going for. Then I thought, you know what, I should get a cute little picture frame so that I can put it there, because we don't really have pictures just all over the house. I just have them in the guest room, but I thought, you know what, it would be cute to just get a little picture frame, put our picture in it, and then call it good. They had so many different options. I'm back from going to Ross and TJ Maxx and trying to see what I could find. But before I show you what I got, look at this door. I mean, coming home and seeing how much of a difference it already makes just makes me realize that I made the right choice. But anyway, I got a couple of things. Now, I'm not gonna keep everything, but what I like to do is I like to get whatever I think I'm gonna use, and then when I don't end up using, I just take it back. So let me just show you really quickly what I got. The first thing I got is this little planter. I think it's like a little hanging planter, and then it just has all of this draping over it. It's a little bit heavy. It does have a little hanging thing. Personally, this is a little too boho for me. So if anything, I think I would do like an L bracket and then hang this directly like that. I think that's really cute. I was thinking that this could look great somewhere right about here. I would have preferred if it were more like ornate and possibly gold, but this is all I could find. So I'm not gonna take the price tag off. I'm not gonna make any changes to it just in case it doesn't work, or if I find something, you know, that is what I'm looking for the next couple of weeks. Right now, I'm just gonna use the little strap that it has, hang it up, and then leave it there and just kind of maybe wait a week or two to see if I find anything else. And if I do, I will return it. And if I don't, then I will just keep it. But I got this one. Then I ended up getting this little, I don't even know what to call it, candlestick holder. I would have preferred if it had 3, but it has 2. And I do like how it has that roundness or that U arched shape. So I got this one. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not. I'm just showing you what I found. This one was what? $8. I really like the detail on it. See how it's, I mean, this is what I'm looking for. It's a little bit ornate, it's gold, and it just adds some kind of visual texture to that area. And then I did end up getting this, even though it's very springy. I don't know, I really like the color. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not because it is very vibrant and I don't want to change this area out too much. And this is definitely more like spring and summer. And I want something that's more like all year round, but nonetheless, I just got it. Again, if it doesn't work, I will take it back. This one was $12.99. And then lastly, I got this oval shaped vase with this grass. You can see that it's quite slim, and then this way it's quite wide, which is exactly how this area is. It's very, I think it's like 9 inches deep, so it's not very deep at all. So I'm gonna go check the attic and see if I have anything that is more tall and slim, and if I don't, then I'll play around with this. But the first thing that I need to do is take down that hook shelf thing. We don't use it, okay? So it has to go. So you know that I went out with the intention of getting an arched mirror for this little area right here. Did not find one. But then I remembered I literally have an extra spare round mirror just hanging around. Pop it up there, and then we're gonna keep decorating, and hopefully we will be done, and then this will be a fairly quick little makeover. So I already put up a little nail. I'm just gonna put this up. Ooh. I want it to be centered, but I don't want it to be too high because I wanted something tall to draw the eye from like this mid area up. I ended up just stealing this that I had in our guest bathroom. This is fairly large, but it is also slim. So again, this is what I need to go in that little ledge. And then the height of just the long stem, I think it's gonna work perfectly. I already figured out what to put in the bathroom, so that should be fine. But I stole this one, and I'm thinking about placing it right here. And I know it's kind of covering a little bit of the mirror, but I kind of like that. I don't know, it just makes it look intentional, and then it adds depth and then also more texture, which is what I'm going for. But let me see, I guess it could also go like this. I think it works both ways, but I'm not sure which way looks better. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave it with the little branches kind of branching off to the side. We don't really walk around this wall, so it should be fine kind of leaning that way. And if it does tend to get in the way, then I will just flip it. But I don't know if I want something else on this side that is high, because then it's just like too symmetrical, and I don't really want that. I want it to be more layered and have different angles. Okay, so I'm gonna try placing this little vase and then this picture frame and just seeing how that looks. It could be too many florals, to be honest, See, I don't know if that looks like they are competing with each other, and that's not what I'm going for. I do kind of like that. It looks very earthy, very botanical, but again, is it what we're going for? Okay, so I don't necessarily hate it, but I definitely don't love it. So this is probably just gonna have to go back because it is too much. I feel like I don't need another plant, something more sculptural. So let me see what else I can find. Maybe I could do this candlestick holder, just like right here. Okay, yeah, that already to me looks a little bit better because it's minimal, but it looks intentional. Like I want those things there, not like I just went around the house, found whatever I had left over and threw it there. Even though that's almost kind of what I did. I don't want you to think that. I have some candlesticks that I used for the Christmas time. I'm gonna put those there. Okay, so what do we think? How's that looking? It almost looks like it just blends in, but I'm okay with that because again, we're going for intentionality, not just like clutter. And then on this wall right here, I'm just gonna hang this little planter thing that I showed you guys earlier. Isn't just super empty and it still looks like intentional but minimal. Because once I start accumulating too much stuff or the walls have too much stuff, it starts to look cluttered to me and I don't really enjoy that. So that looks, again, intentional, minimal, purposeful. Okay, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you were inspired or motivated to just make over small areas of your home that are neglected, that perhaps you just haven't even paid any attention to. Honestly, when we moved in 3 years ago, I just threw the shoe rack up there literally like the second week, the shelf hook thing, and just left it as is. And I have not even thought about this space twice. And now that the house is almost all just like where I would like it to be, I'm starting to find just these random little spots that I'm like, you've been neglected long enough, let me give you some love. So if you have any spaces in your home like that, maybe just paint the door, you know, paint the trim or spray paint a picture frame or just add some art. Do small little things. As you can see from this makeover, I did not do anything major. It was just paint, adding some cosmetic changes to it, and that was it. So this is definitely doable. The paint itself was like $6. So I will say, if you can paint, you know, paint your door, paint window trim, or whatever, but just start small and then work your way up there so that you don't feel very overwhelmed. But again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful, marvelous, beautiful day. Bye!